To get all the wonderful benefits we want from our skincare products, you can do it by dropping the pH of the skin topically. You can put things on the skin that make the skin more acidic. We will talk about that on our next Bright Side episode as we can continue discussing high hyaluronic acid and all the wonderful things that we can do to upregulate the production of high hyaluronic acid as well as connective tissue fibers and moisture factors and all the good stuff in the skin. And we'll talk about that next Bright Side episode and probably through the coming days and maybe even the coming weeks. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. Let us go to Brenda in Missouri. What's going on? Welcome to the Bright Side, Brenda.
Hi, Ben. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning. What's going on?
It's good to talk to you.
Same.
My daughter, she has her third pregnancy. Just started 12 weeks ago.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you. She has, on her first two, she was sick the entire time.
Okay.
And I was wondering if you had any kind
Lots of strategies. Yes, lots of strategies. First of all,
I am at work, and I'm sorry, so I need to hang up. But
you can hang up and then listen to the listen to the archives. Good.
One thing I want to mention, she has Rh negative, so she always has to have that.
Okay, is she diabetic or anything?
No, she is not.
Did she have any blood sugar problems Did she have any blood sugar problems with her first? Yes or no? No. Okay. No. Okay, good. All right. Well, I'm not going to be able to give you the best answer if you're not with us, but that's fine if you have to be at work. Where are you working, by the way? Where do you work? Don't say where, but what do you do?
At a hospital.
Okay.
I'm
really?
The mailman. I'm the mailman at a hospital.
You're the male person at the hospital?
Male person. That's me,
okay.
Yes.
All right,
Anyway.
Good deal. Well, thanks for calling, Brenda. Appreciate it. And congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so here's the deal with pregnancy. As I said, I talked to a gal yesterday who's trying to have a baby and can't hold on to a baby. Having a baby is a very stressful thing on the body, as any woman will tell you. It may be the most stressful thing that we ever have to go through in a non-traumatic or non-accidental kind of fashion. Having a baby is, first of all, something is entering into the body that is foreign to the body, so you're initiating all kinds of immune problems. Then you've got to feed the baby inside as the baby's growing, so you're losing resources. The B vitamins are going to the baby, and nature doesn't care about the mother as much as it cares about the baby. All the resources, when a pregnant mom eats her protein and her fats and her vitamins, etc., they're all going to the baby, and that's assuming she's getting those nutrients. So it's extremely easy to become nutritionally deficient when you're pregnant. And if you're subsisting on the standard American diet, almost guaranteed you're going to become nutritionally deficient. So you've got changes in the immune system. You've got changes in how the body's handling nutrients and how the body is allocating nutrients. And you've got blood sugar changes as well. So you've got between problems with blood sugar, problems with the immune system, problems with nutritional deficiencies, you've got a major burden on the body, which means you have to be kind and gentle to the body. You always have to be kind and gentle to the body, but when it's under the duress of a pregnancy, it becomes extra important to do it. And there's lots of strategies, lots and lots. If you have a food problem, for one thing, you absolutely got to get that under control. Hang tight, and we'll discuss Brenda's grandbaby to be when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. Okay, we are back on The Bright Side. Our number 844-236-6010. Got some lines open for you. We'll get to see if we get all the calls here today. 844-236-6010. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear us talk about on the program, call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470 or head over to brightsideben.com or pharmacistben.com or criticalhealthnews.com. You can order right off the website. You can also sign up to join the Brightside Ben team right off the website. 866-735-2470 is the phone number for the phone team if you prefer to talk to somebody. Or you can go to brightsideben.com, criticalhealthnews.com, or pharmacistben.com. Okay, so we were talking to Brenda. She's gone now, about her pregnant daughter. Pregnancy is a burden on the body. It's a stress on the body. nature cares about the baby, not the mother. The resources, whatever resources are there, are going to the baby first and then mother second, which means mother can run into nutritional deficiencies very quickly. Nutritional deficiencies can show up as all kinds of health problems, including nausea, including morning sickness. Morning sickness is oftentimes caused by nutritional deficiencies, plus the fact that there's some kind of enemy in the body. Morning sickness, the sense of vomiting or wanting to throw up, is one of the ways the body protects itself. And the immune system is protecting itself from the baby. The baby is a foreign invader in a way in the body. So for mom, if you're having morning sickness, first and foremost, you got to make sure you're using your nutrients, especially your electrical nutrients, especially vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 is actually a prescription drug for treating morning sickness. Now, I'm not saying it's only vitamin B6, but certainly you want vitamin B6 as well as all the B vitamins. That means the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, sipping on the BTT, getting on the whole Healthy Start Pack. The baby's brain is very dependent on essential fatty acids. You build a smarter baby. You build a baby with better hand-eye coordination. You build a baby with better vision if you have enough essential fatty acids, especially omega-3 fatty acids. So please make sure that Brenda, that your daughter is using the ultimate essential fatty acids, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 a day. You got to make sure you're getting your minerals, especially zinc. Zinc is so important for building the baby's brain. Same with iodine, for that matter. All the minerals, really. But zinc and iodine stand out. 50 milligrams of zinc picolinate a day. Make sure she's balancing that out with copper. Copper is very important for the circulatory system. And then iodine also is important. You can use nascent iodine. Dr. Group's got a great nascent iodine product. You can also use Lugol solution or iodoral. I like iodoral. Iodoral is inexpensive, and you can get generic iodoral. Make sure you're eating seaweed. Ocean's Gold, if you're using longevity products, will get you some iodine. Make sure you're eating seafood. Of course, you got to be careful these days with the mercury. Selenium, by the way, is a great way to protect yourself from mercury, so get on the ultimate selenium too. Might also want to try some NAC if you want to protect yourself from mercury poisoning. NAC protects you from mercury. Minerals, good minerals will protect you from mercury. So make sure you're on a good nutritional supplement program in general. And then if you want to pick a couple more things, please keep your sugar intake down. Sugar is the enemy for you, and sugar is the enemy for your baby. And by sugar, I'm talking refined carbohydrates, flour, cereals, breads, etc. Fruit juices, desserts, that goes without saying. Make sure you're using your Sweeties product. And more protein is a great way to wean yourself off from sugar. And it's also a great way to help you build a baby, especially whey protein. Slender FX has whey protein in it. Whey protein throughout the day. Bone soup is a great way to get building connective tissue fibers. Got a really cool letter from a gal. Love my smart, bright side listeners. Barbara wrote me yesterday. Please comment on glycine. She sent me a link about a new theory of aging. We should eat more glycine. Glycine is a stupendously important amino acid, very underrated, very underappreciated. Glycine deficiency is more common than not, even though it's said to be a non-essential amino acid. It's the smallest of the amino acids. Glycine is found in bone soup and cartilage-containing products. Glycine helps build connective tissue, builds fibers. You'll find it in whey protein. So make sure you're getting enough glycine-containing proteins. Egg, seafood, bone soup all contain glycine. All these are great ways to build a baby, and that's exactly what you're doing when you're pregnant. You're building a baby. So by keeping your stress level down, I'm talking physiologic stress, as well as mental stress and emotional stress. Moms, listen, if you're building a baby, you don't have a right to freak out. I know life can cause freakouts. There's all kinds of things that can go wrong in life, and it's easy to freak out. But when you're building a baby, it's almost like you don't have a right to freak out, and you don't have a right to smoke cigarettes either. I'm sorry to be on my high horse about moms who smoke, but if you're building a baby, it's just not fair to smoke cigarettes, because guess who else is smoking? Yes, your baby. And when you're freaked out and you're building a baby, guess who else is freaked out? Your baby. Deep breathing, oxygenation, is incredibly important for the baby's health. Oxygen is how the baby grows, just like how your cells grow and divide and function. So make sure you're practicing your deep breathing techniques. And if you're smoking cigarettes, your baby is smoking cigarettes too. If you're a cigarette smoker, and I'm an ex-smoker, so I know how hard it is to quit. But if you're a smoker, your baby, just picture your baby with a cigarette in your baby's mouth, in your beautiful, growing fetus's mouth. Just picture him with a little cigarette dangling out of his mouth. And if that doesn't get you to quit smoking, or at least reduce your intake of cigarettes, I don't know what else would. All right. Congratulations, Brenda. Hope we helped you out. Thanks for your call. Tom in Texas, what's up? Welcome to the bright side.
Thanks, Ben, for taking my call.
Sure.
Actually, I was going to ask your opinion regarding e-cigarettes in comparison to traditional cigarettes.
Oh, well, they're way, way better, but you're still getting stuff when you smoke e-cigs. They have flavoring agents, menthol, which is definitely not good to be inhaling, propylene glycol, probably don't want to be inhaling that. There's all kinds of stuff that's in e-cigs. It's better, it's better certainly than smoking cigarettes, but that's just because cigarettes are so darn toxic. But it's not like they're great. If you have an
that's what I was thinking. I never thought that e-cigarettes were healthy or safe. It was just I've been seeing a lot around when they're saying they're 10,000 times worse than cigarettes. And
no. Not that I know of.
Because I was smoking cigarettes from 12 to 30. And just about a year ago, I switched over to e-cigarettes, and I don't get short-winded when I go check the mail. And overall I've been feeling better, but I've just been wondering, is there like a worse thing?
Well, I don't think so, although you never know. I mean, you may find out later because you are heating stuff and then breathing it. That's not good. And by the way, there's some nicotine too in e-cigs. It's just not as much. So it's not a good idea to breathe and inhale anything. I get people asking me about marijuana a lot, and people have this idea that marijuana smoke is somehow not a problem. Anytime you're breathing in smoke, that's not a good thing. All right, anywhere. So e-cigs are better than cigarettes, but that's just more of an indictment on cigarettes than a compliment to e-cigs. So what you want to do is use your e-cigs to wean yourself off cigarettes, and then wean yourself off of the e-cigs. That's what I would be doing personally if it was me. They're not great, but they're certainly better. They're certainly better than cigarettes.
Yeah.
Does that help?
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Here's another tip for you. Gargle with vitamin C after you do your and then swallow vitamin C too after you do your e-cig or after you do your cigarettes. Every time you smoke a cigarette, you lose vitamin C as your body attempts to purify itself. So by using vitamin C in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine after you smoke, whether it's an e-cig or a cigarette or a bong hit or whatever you're doing, you can help minimize some of the damage from the smoke by using vitamin C. Also, vitamin E is protective against damage, lung damage from smoke, and also NAC, N-acetylcysteine, one of my all-time favorite supplements, and selenium may also be helpful too. Your Ultimate Selenium, just a good nutritional supplement program in general, is a great way to mitigate some of the damage associated with cigarette smoke or e-cig smoke or pot smoke or whatever smoke you're doing. Does that help you? Oh, there's our music. Tom, was that good? All right. Thank you, buddy. Be good. Have a beautiful day. All right, we're back on the bright side. 844-236-6010 is our number. Let's go to Florida and say hi to Chris. What's up, my friend? How you doing, buddy?
Hello. How are you?
Hello, Chris. Greetings. What's cooking?
Ben, pleasure to talk to you. It's an honor to talk to you. You are the man.
Oh, thank you.
I have a lot of nurses and doctors in my family, and I wish I could hire you to come over and just smack them in the face with your knowledge awesome. and get them back to reality. But
thank you.
You are the best. I don't want to waste anybody's time with the accolades.
Keep telling me how good I am. I'll give as much time as you need. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I have 3 kids. They're 9, 10, and 11, and of course they're my world. And trying to convince them or to teach them about the ways of the new foods that we eat and GMOs. So we try to be as non-GMO as possible. But they're all athletic, and they all I hate to say it, but they all suffer from a slight shortness of breath sometimes, and they have to take deep breaths. And I'm not a freak, but I know that they're dumping something in the sky, and we drink off well water, so we're okay. But
where in Florida are you, Chris? Where do you live?
Right in Orlando, and hoping you would come there one day.
I've been there a lot, and I would never go there this time of year. That's for sure. Again, oh my God, that's a hot place, man. Are you right near Disney World?
Basically, I'm in St. Cloud, which is just Kissimmee, St. Cloud. Yeah, just about a half hour from Disney.
Okay, well, the humidity probably doesn't help the breathing. It's the air is so saturated with moisture out there. A couple of things, and you're right, they do dump all kinds of stuff out there, and they put stuff in the water. And even if your kids are eating well, if they're eating anything that's got water in it, or if they're drinking anything that has water in it, they're going to be getting all the crap that's in the water. So you're absolutely correct about that. A couple of things you might want to consider doing is practicing slow, deep breathing techniques so they work on the musculature, the lung muscles. Usually kids don't have a problem that way, but if you're noticing some shortness of breath, that could be an issue. Is there any weight issues, did you say, or no?
No, absolutely not. They're as healthy as you can be. They've all got six-packs. We're
that's
not
awesome.
Maniacs, but they're super athletic track stars.
I don't think you have any problems, man. What makes you think you got a problem? You're noticing shortness of breath, you're saying?
Yeah, like they'll just be sitting on the couch